Well, I'd like to take some time to welcome everybody to Eating in the Kitchen, the daily special. Today we have Steve Fabretti of Southbend Range. And he's going to be walking us through the Build My Range section and some other pertinent information to Southbend ranges. So welcome, Steve. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Just wanted to take a moment to thank Eat Marketing for allowing me to come on in a short session here as a introduction into what we're doing at Southbend and Crown to help us get through some difficult times right now. It's kind of funny. One of the things that we've been talking about over the last several days is some of the programs that we've put together in years past. You know, nobody could ever really anticipate the kind of times that we're going through right now. And when you look back at some of the programs that we've put together, it only makes sense that in these times right now, you know, how we can help all parties involved and help the entire industry as a whole. You know, certainly don't need me to say to anybody on this call that these are unprecedented times. I know we've heard that a million times over the last couple of weeks, but the reality is it is true. These are very difficult times right now. So anything that we can do to help any part of the food service industry get through it, whether it's from an end user perspective, it's from a rep perspective, a dealer perspective, or even the manufacturing perspective, we're all in this together, and we all need to understand, you know, what our part is to get through some difficult times. So I've searched back, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to remind anybody on the call or new members who are not familiar with some of the tools that we have to get you through some of the difficulties that we're experienced with today. So first thing I wanted to showcase was our product configurator. And I'm not sure, you know, what segments of our industry are on the call, but this most certainly is a segment that can help anybody in our industry today, whether you are an end user, a dealer, a rep, or even a manufacturer for that matter. This is a tool that can easily be used with anybody, whether we're on the phone with a customer or in what I would once say is, you know, a tool for us to use while we're sitting down with end users or sitting down with customers. You know, that personal interaction is not there anymore. So this is something that we can all use online at any given moment in time, and it's called our product configurator. Our product configurator starts out on our website, so at www.southbendnc.com. Okay, and you can easily click on that. And in this case right here, I'll just go through what the system is going to look like, and then we'll go through a live example of it. So going to our website, www.southbendnc.com, click on Configurator up at the top, and it'll give you an opportunity to say, okay, well, what exactly are you looking to configure? And the whole premise here is that you can actually configure a custom range or even add custom features into your convection oven or anything of the sort. And actually build it online without knowing what model you're building. You can build it with all the custom features and all the custom benefits that you want on your range, and then go ahead and, you know, give that spec sheet that it's automatically going to print out for you to your plumber, your installer, your electrician, your dealer, or whoever that you're working this website with. So in this case right here, I'm going to choose a 36-inch range. And it's going to start out with a burner box down below, and it's going to say, okay, choose your cabinet options. So in this particular example, I'm going to go ahead and select convection oven. So I'll go ahead and select that, and it's actually going to put the convection oven down at the bottom for me here. All right. And then I'll say, okay, now that you're done with the base, choose your top options. So in this case right here, I'm going to start out and I say, on my 36-inch base here, I want to choose a hot top and put it on the left. So I'll go ahead and put that hot top up on the left, and then I will go ahead and continue on, and I just fast forward a little bit, and I just built myself with a hot top on the left and 2 foot of char grill on the right, a 22-inch flue riser with tubular shelves up at the top. And the convenience here is that you can go ahead and print the spec sheet right now or view the spec sheet, and you can print out that spec sheet and, as like I said, give it to your utility partner, plumber, electrician, dealer, rep, or your rep is working with you on this, or your dealer is working with you on this. It all depends on what part you are in the industry and how it's going to benefit you. But if it's a tool for everybody. So in this case right here, I'm just going to go ahead and start a live version. So I'll click on southbendnc.com, which will take me to my Internet Explorer screen, which I believe I have to go ahead and share right now. So I'll just go ahead and jump over here, and I'm going to go ahead and live click on Configurator. And in this case right here, in today's times, I'm not really looking for, platinum ranges and really going crazy custom. I need something that I need to put in a customer's hands as a manufacturer, quick, easy, with limited exposure, limited expense. So I'm going to go ahead and very simply choose an Ultimate Series range, a 36-inch unit. I may be transitioning my restaurant into a place where I can feed some first responders or healthcare professionals, in a particular area. So I need something as basic as possible, but to a certain extent, might be even a little custom. So I go ahead and select a standard unit, as I just want a standard baking oven down at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and say, you know what, I want to put a griddle on the left, a 12-inch griddle on the left, and you'll see it's starting to build it on the left here in the front view. And then you have your top view here as well, okay? Then I'm gonna go ahead and take a 2-section burner here, a 12-inch section of burners. It's gonna go ahead and put it in the middle there for me, and then remainder is another 12-inch section, so I'm gonna go ahead and select that, and I'm gonna put that, and I'm building my range. This is exactly what it's gonna look like. So in this case right here, I'm gonna go ahead and say, you know what, I need to have some flexibility of having a compact salamander up top, so I'm gonna go ahead and select that salamander, and I'm gonna head and add that part, and it's automatically going to give me my flue riser height that I need and put my salamander up at the top. Of course, I need this on casters, and I'm going to go ahead and select that. Now, I would ask at anybody at this given moment in time, do you have any idea, of the range that you just built and what the model number is and what to ask for? And in most cases, most folks would say, absolutely not. I have no idea what I just built, but I know I like it. So I would go ahead and click View Spec Sheet. And voila, it's basically telling you exactly what you just built. You built an Ultimate Series range, 36-inch. Model number is right here, okay? Includes a Radiant Series salamander up top with a 35-inch flue riser on 6-inch casters. You can go ahead and take this spec sheet, hand it over to your dealer, or your dealer can hand it over to your rep, or your rep can hand it over to the end user. Whatever market segment you're in, this can help you. You can take this and hand this over to your utility control, plumber, electrician. And I think in today's day and age, there's far less human interaction. And in years past, I would always, market this tool as saying, hey, I'm sitting down with a customer. I can go ahead and custom build my range. Well, at this point, I can be on the phone with a customer, or I can be on the phone with a dealer and walk him or her through exactly the custom features. And in this example right here, I may have this spec sheet, but I could easily just go back and start a brand new unit. I can build a 60-inch range, and I'm building an Ultimate Series 60-inch restaurant range at this point. And again, the exact same flexibility. And in the case here, I'll start off with a standard oven bottom on the left, and I just built that. But now, in this case, I want to put a cabinet on the right-hand side. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. The system will allow you to put on the range anything that is shown up at the top. In this case, I'm going to take my griddle top, or I'll take a thermostatic griddle 3-foot section, and I'll go ahead and put that there. And now I have 24 inches left over. So I may take this and add that here. And I may take this unit and add that here. And I believe we have a question. Bryce, if you could download a configured Revit family from this configurator. That is correct. David has asked a question. I'm not sure if everybody sees that, but it would be nice to download some Revit information from this configurator. I can tell you, David, that is absolutely something that we are looking into as we speak right now. There have been a lot of requests for that. So I can assure you that is on the table. I just couldn't tell you exactly when that'll happen. Obviously, a lot of projects have changed at this point, but I can assure you that is something that we're looking into. And then same thing here. I'll just go ahead and say I want, say, a flue riser, 22-inch flue riser. Take it to the top. I'll add my casters. And again, same thing, right? View the spec sheet, and there you go. You have a 4601 DC3TL. This is just to showcase some of the flexibility options that we have had out there as a company for a very long time. But I think now more than ever, it really, really showcases and is really more meaningful even in these times today where we're learning how to do business much differently than we once did in the past. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, then I will go ahead and continue on. One more segment that I wanted to show you guys was our segment on Service First. And I wanted to remind you guys, if you're not familiar with our Service First program, I think, again, this is an opportunity to remind anybody in the industry, whether you're, dealer, rep, end user, healthcare professional, I mean, anything, if you have anything and any, tie to restaurant equipment, this is a program that we put forth several years ago where I think it means a lot more to a lot of customers more than ever today. And that is the speed to response when it comes to service and having our customers responded to within 6 hours. And that's exactly what Service First is there for. Service First is a program that allows us to dispatch service calls for our dealers, for our reps, and for our customers 24 hours a day, 365, nights, weekends, holidays, and everybody is, for the most part, covered in most major metropolitan areas. Okay, so this is showing most of the areas around the United States where it's covered, and this is a little bit of an older map, but I'm drawing your attention to, most of the populated areas around the country and where we're covered. And this is where, of course, 80% of the business is. And what this does is any service call that comes in, and it is a Service First applicable call, and 90% of our product line is covered in Service First. The only thing it doesn't cover is entry-level products, which would be our S-Series range and our Bronze Series convection ovens. We are guaranteeing that you will see a 6-hour response time in any one of these colored areas that are showing on the screen right now, that you'll see a 6-hour response time. And at this point, we are at a 97% first-time fix rate. This service is provided at absolutely no charge, 365, 7 days a week, nights, weekends, holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, Rosh Hashanah, Easter, Kwanzaa. It doesn't matter what the holiday is. If a customer has a unit down and it is part of the Service First program, it will be responded to within 6 hours. And again, 97% of the time, we are responding to and reacting to with any parts needed 97% of the time, which are, success ratios that are way above and beyond what the industry average is right now. We do this as a method of getting service to our customers. Obviously, we built this program to drive sales and offer benefits to our customers. But now more than ever today, I think that this benefit is proving most beneficial to our industry where, times are tough right now. Customers need to be up and running. There are limited resources. There are limited bodies. There's just limited time today. And these benefits are available with the purchase of any Southbend equipment that is applicable with Service First. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, nights, weekends, and holidays, a 6-hour response time. Okay, well, I've concluded the portion for this particular session. I hope those couple of tidbits will help you guys. We are doing more. I know I'll be back in a couple of weeks, and we'll talk a lot more about steam, and we'll talk a lot about the benefits and understanding the differences between countertop steam and countertop Energy Star steamers, and really drawing a little bit more of a deep dive into some products. This was just an opening of some of the products and services that we offer for our end users. Kevin, you want to take it away?
Yeah, that's awesome, Steve. I really appreciate it. For the customers that are on the call, like Steve said, he's going to break up the Southbend line and multiple lines, FireX and the other products that he is a sales manager over, and he's going to break those products into various sections. So Steve will probably do 7 or 8 of these webinars over the time that we're stuck inside. So, but I really appreciate everybody taking the time to join us today, and I hope everybody remains safe out there. And whenever you get a chance to, and whenever we're allowed to, hug a friend or hug a loved one. So you guys take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.